Hello my beautiful love goods and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am doing another base game only speed build, and this one is using custom content that is base game compatible as well. So it's a base game build, but it's got a little extra flavor in it. It's a little more different, I guess, but I will obviously be sure to leave links in the description down below to all of the custom content that I used. It isn't like a crazy ridiculous amount by any means, but I definitely recommend checking out the creators and all that stuff. I'm using content created by Harry and Felixander, which I will leave a link in the description down below to the House of Harlake's website. That is, if I was to say, one place to get custom content for building, that would be the place to go because their content is so well made. It like fits into the game kind of perfectly, and I can't get enough of it. But I also do have the Pufferhead stuff pack as well in my game. That's the only other bit of CC I had. I don't know, I can't give up my Pufferhead. I know I'm a Harry Potter nerd at heart, but like, let me tell you, that's such a good set for the base game. It fits in so well. It's just like, it's just polished and I really enjoy it. But this house is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, and I'm building it here on a 30 by 20 lot in Willow Creek. I obviously just wanted to build it in a base game world because it's a base game build. So it's actually on the Daisy Hovel lot down in the lower right corner of the Willow Creek world. I'm pretty sure it's something Foundry's Cove. Am I incorrect? I'm probably incorrect. It's been a minute since I've actually looked at those. So I have been wanting to use the new swatches with the Sims 4 base game, and I didn't go crazy, I will say, in this build, of course, but the windows and I'm just so happy we got those updates. It was so needed. There's still some items that I look at and I'm like, I want more swatches of this, but it's like understandable that how many it has, like columns. I want more colors of columns. I want like all the wood tones we got on the windows on that one specific column with the base game. It's the only one that I need. I just want that one. Have you been enjoying the new swatches and all that? Do let me know in the comments. I obviously have, but here I am moving on to landscaping, and which I've been trying to, go about my building process a little bit different every time so that it kind of is fresh. But this one I obviously kind of fell back to my old ways of just, doing the exterior shell and then moving on to the inside afterwards. But it still came out really well. I used these blinds from the base game in that green swatch to be shutters, quote unquote. This is the point where I was like, this isn't going to be a starter because this looks way too cute, and I'm not just doing it on a few windows. So yeah, it was real cute. I really like those cute little shutters, quote unquote, because the Sims, we don't have a lot of windows in the Sims 4 that have shutters, but if you can have these fit certain windows, it's a good little trick, I would say. Also, I am so sorry if I am really nasally, or I'm kind of rambly, or all over the place with my words today. I am honestly exhausted. I didn't want to just sit around and do nothing today because I'm sure I would have fell asleep, and then at the end of the day felt like garbage because I'm like, I didn't do anything and I feel hopeless and worthless. Not that I'm associating productivity with me being valid as a person. It's just, I wanted today to be a good day and a productive day. So I'm like, I'm getting this video done because I've been missing YouTube so much. But yesterday I actually worked until after midnight at my job because we went in late anyways. It wasn't like a whole day thing, but we went in in the evening, and we were like, okay, we're gonna be moving around the store, moving some products around, redoing things, building some things. We were like, it's gonna take 4 hours max. It took longer than that, of course, because it was a lot more than we expected. And yeah, it was fun though. I will say it satisfied the Virgo in me to see things being taken out and put back in shelves. I loved it so much. But anyways, I'm working on the landscaping a little bit more here, and I'm just using a bunch of debug plants and rocks, and those little wooden planks too are from debug as well. I love those so much. They're so cute. They're so rustic, and they have a lot of uses, I will say. So definitely recommend using them to add little bits of detailing to builds if that's what you're kind of looking for. I like to use them to line paths with because, I don't know, that just looks realistic, I guess. I added some planter boxes out front because I thought that'd be kind of cool if they had some like flowers out here, and they have more in the backyard so they can put like veggies out back or something. I'm not sure, but... And apparently, which I only recently saw this, but they added a bicycle into the base game, which yeah, it's another one of those things that they got from a expansion / game pack that they decided to add into the base game again. I'm not complaining necessarily because I don't really mind either way, but I don't know, I find that to be an interesting, I guess, approach. But here I am moving on to the interior, and I was going to try to use some cabinets with new swatches, but I just went with these basic tiled ones. I don't like the countertops on these very much. I just like the colors that they have, because in real life, a tile countertop sounds like actual hell to clean. I would hate it with every fiber of my being, but in The Sims, it's okay. So thankfully that's not like that realistic in The Sims. But oh my God, just imagine if The Sims 4 was more realistic like that. I'm not saying I want that. I'm just putting it out there. Like, just imagine if, you know, your Sims had to clean the grout, you know, or something like that. It would get dingy and dark over time. I would hate that actually, because that's like too much. Because like, you know, you got to do that stuff in real life. You don't want to be doing it in The Sims. So there's certain things like laundry I'm okay with, but cleaning the grout, I'm thankful we don't have. And I try to make this a little bit more open plan in this house, because initially, and I already edited this out so you wouldn't have to, you know, sit through it, but I actually tried to do a different floor plan and it was not working. I was kind of upset with it, and I didn't want to abandon it because I loved the exterior so much. That's why I've been trying to, you know, when I'm doing these builds, kind of start with the interior and work my way out instead of in, because it actually keeps me from getting like burnt out with the exterior, and then when I get to the inside I'm like, ugh, I'm done, you know. I think I'm gonna start doing it that way, because this house actually frustrated me because the exterior was already done, and so you couldn't really like adjust the walls or the floor plan or anything without having to do all that extra work to kind of fix it back and make it look good again. So next time I'm definitely gonna give that a try. I'm trying to find, you know, ways to work on these builds a little bit to make it a little bit easier for me, because, you know, I really want to get back into YouTube and making builds again. And I'm obviously not going to be doing like I did previously and, you know, forcing myself to upload many times a week, you know, whilst also working and then trying to, you know, keep my life in order, you know, because I clearly, you know, need help with that. But I am going to try to, you know, upload more, and I just want to, you know, find a way that works for me. And I think that's a good process, I guess. But anyways, I just rambled again through the entirety of this living room area. I think I changed the wallpaper again. I'm not entirely sure. I did like how this looked, but I actually should have left it, because I do think I changed it, but I like this quite a lot too. But yeah, I just went with like lots of whites and just kind of not making it super matchy and coordinated. I just kind of try to make it look kind of homey and cozy, and, you know, I wanted it to look like, you know, it's like a girl and her single mom, and they're just trying to make ends meet, and they have a cute house, but it's not like the most luxurious, but, you know. And I was also like planning on this bathroom actually just being a powder room, but then I was like, well, I don't know if I like that idea, because, you know, the mom would have to walk up the ladder to get to the other bathroom, and that seems sad. I would not want her to do that. So we just made that a regular bathroom. But personally, I would have made that into a laundry room, and just made it like a powder room with laundry in it. But I don't know. I guess you could do that if you had laundry day, but obviously I didn't have laundry day with this because it's a base game. So, I'm not gonna, do that. This is actually the mom's bedroom. Even though the upstairs is the double bed, this is the mom's bedroom. She's just kind of maybe staying with her daughter for a bit, and I just made it a nice little bedroom. It looks like a guest bedroom to me because it's, it's got a computer, a simple little bed, which that bed is from the Pufferhead stuff pack, by the way. It's a free CC pack that's base game compatible, compatible, like I said before, barely. But moving on to the upstairs. So the daughter that lives here, she's an artist and she loves to knit, which obviously we don't have knitting in the base game, but she's a creative person. And so I wanted her bedroom to reflect that. So I did, I played around with this for a bit because, I had wallpapers up and it was kind of messing with my perception of colors, which is another thing I've learned, that when I'm building in The Sims 4, I don't need to have wallpapers or flooring down. I need to just get out the objects that I want to use and then base the wallpaper and flooring off of that. Of course, I want to keep the flooring all the same throughout the house, so I just left it. But the wallpapers, I was just like, nope, I need to make it a blank slate because my brain is focusing on that way too much. I'm starting to think if I have like some form of maybe ADHD or just some kind of mental thing that is actually kind of creating these like barriers for me when it comes to my creative process, and I just need to figure out a way to kind of work around those. So that's part of it, I guess. But I don't know if I keep this bedroom the way it is. I think I actually restart it. I didn't like the way it looked before. I was gonna edit it out, but I actually forgot until this very moment. So you're gonna see it. There we go, because that's just how it is with me. But it's not that bad, I guess. I did replace the wallpaper with some painting with some paint with molding from the, I want to say it's the Tiny Twavelers set by Harry and Felix Sander. I'm not entirely sure. I hope it is, but yeah, it's a nice little bedroom though. It's just bright and it's, clean, and there's plants, which the plants in this house made it. Let me tell you. I don't know if that's just like in my brain or what, but when I see plants in a house, I immediately am like, yes, it's complete. It feels fresh. Like it almost like, whenever you walk into a room and there's lots of plants, you just have this like, feeling, it's like fresh and clean, and it's a mental thing probably, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. When I see a room in The Sims 4 with a bunch of plants, it just feels completed. And I made the upstairs landing like a little reading corner too. I just thought that was a nice little touch. I was gonna use one of those expensive chairs from, I'm pretty sure it's from the living room set, but it was way too expensive. And I was like, I don't want it to be that bougie, so we're just gonna put a normal chair here. But we made a nice little back porch here. I was, contemplating on doing like a fake table with like the bench with the couch, and I played around with that idea, but I wasn't like loving it, so I do change that. But the backyard also gets a greenhouse, like a pretty small but useful greenhouse with some of the new content from the organic set. I'm obsessed with it, let me tell you, because it's supposed to be like an add-on to Cottage living, but oh my god, it works so beautifully in the base game too. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave a link directly to that down below so you can immediately go check it out. But yeah, I was just adding some more plants around and some pots. I honestly should have made those planter pots like more like terracotta-y, but I do add a pond back here, which I have not done in a build before. I'm just going to say that because I have not played the game very much in these past few months, and I'm only just now getting back into building, and so this is like totally new to me. I was like kind of like unsure of what to do, so I just plopped it down unplanned, and I was like, there we go, that works. But I do add in those like, what are they called exactly? But they're not decals. That's not the right word, but it's like pond decorations, spawners. That's the word. But I do add those in, and one of them was like floating because move objects is weird. And so the ducks were like floating in midair above the water, and they were just like swimming along. And I was like, this is weird and cute, but weird. But I fix it before I take screenshots and everything. But it was just a really funny little moment for me. But yes, that's pretty much it for this build. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments down below. This house is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username, lukeydean. That is LUKEYDEAN, as well as the hashtag Lukey. And then you will also have to tick the little box that says include custom content or allow custom content. I swear, for the years of doing this, I still cannot remember off the top of my head which it is, but it's a little thing that you check off to include CC in your searches on the gallery. So be sure to check that and you're good. You'll find it. But anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.